We are going to take a look at some model cars I've had in my lifetime. I've tried to make a list of everything I can at least remember having growing up and currently. These are not in any particular order, but we're going to take a look here at these different models here. Let's start with the 33 Willys Coupe. I'm going to say I got this car in the 7th grade. I think it was 7th grade. I think we're living in Hurst, Texas, around 86, 1986, somewhere around there. And I remember this kit not going together very well. I had problems having the hood line up with the body when you would close it. I don't have it anymore. Probably got frustrated with it, shot it with a BB gun or something like that. That's the kind of stuff we used to do in the 80s. And I had this Pontiac GTO, I want to say in the 7th grade, and my brother had one also. And if I remember right, we painted it using all the junk that's left over in the bottom of the, the thinner, the stuff in there. I don't know how that was possible, but it seems like that was the case. It was painted with a bunch of, it was just a metallic gray color. Just, yeah, anyway. And yes, that one's long gone. And then I bought this one in high school, I want to say in 1990 or 91. Painted it dark red, metallic red, and it just was a terrible paint job. And last year, or maybe it was a year before, I stripped it down and started redoing it. In fact, I got some videos up step by step on my channel. If you'd look around, you might find it, but it's right here in the background. Yeah. And this is the step I'm on right now, the body. And I'm thinking about learning how to airbrush and get a airbrush like paint booth and stuff. But it's winter time, so right now I don't think it's a good time to be painting. But that's where we are. Only thing left to do is the body. And then I need to get some wheels that I might like, some tires. And yeah, just about ready to wrap that one up. But yes, I do still own this kit from 1990, 91, whenever I bought it. Then we have this step side here. I bought this in, I want to say, yeah, about the same time, 91, 92, somewhere around there. And mine is in pieces right now. There it is. Yeah, all these parts. I have a lot of it, but I did change out the tires. I had these real fat tires in the back and then the stock tires in the front. But at the moment, it's not in there. But other than that, it's most of it's still here. But yeah, should probably redoing. But this wasn't too bad of a build back in the day. And then we have the 454. I have that one. And this one I experimented on doing a fade. Fades from black to green, metallic green. And same situation. After moving around so much, it's been damaged. Now this one right here, I actually filled the door handles in and made my own roll pan here. These taillights look hideous though. But yeah, I made my own roll pan for it. I will take a closer look at these at some point, but not in this video. But yeah. Still have that one. And then my Chevelle, painted this one yellow. This one's a really, really good model. And I don't have it here. It's in my son's room. But I did all this wiring and stuff underneath the engine bay. But yeah, I still have that one. I built this one in 2001, somewhere around there. And then we have, we're looking at all these amt-ertl, however you say that. So yeah, that's what we're looking at the moment. Apparently had quite a few of those models. Then we have a Corvette ZR1. This one was one of those cars that I bought it, and I was in love with the like mid-90s Corvette, that style. But I always liked the yellow one. There was a really cool yellow one. I used to always look at the dealership. And I gave this one to my brother to paint. He was going to paint the body and then give it back to me. And I've got it in a box. But the paint job, the paint is so thick, and it looks horrible. And I've lost so many pieces to it. It's not worth salvaging, I don't think. But I do still have it. The GMC Sonoma, this is my friend's truck. Matter of fact, this is his model. And he attempted to paint it, and he screwed it up. So he gave it to me. And I still have it. I've had it since probably the mid-90s. Yeah. And just never have gotten around to it. In fact, I still have the 2 photos that he gave me, reference photos, to paint it. But he had his was red, had the Vortec V6 in it. And anyway, so yeah, do have that model. That's not mine. And then I have this one, which was the truck I had. Not a 94, I had a 95. So yeah, he had a 94 GMC. I had a 95 S10. Mine was the little tiny motor, not the V6. So mine was the LS. And I've painted up this model to be exactly the same color and look of the truck I had. This model is about 90-95% done. It just needs to have the bumper and some things put on it to complete it. I don't know why I just stopped working on it. And then I have this El Camino here, 68 El Camino. This one, girl I was dating at the time, I guess she just wanted to build a model with me. She started building it. She built the engine, and I think that's about as far as she got. Didn't even complete the engine, and it just went back into the box. So I still have this one virtually unbuilt. And then we have I have 2 of this one. And matter of fact, it's right here. This one's one I started. Actually, I started building this one, and then I found another one of this one, and it was painted already. And I do have it handy, but it's up on a shelf. This one came pre-painted, and pardon the dust. But yeah, there's some pieces that I hadn't finished on the front bumper and the headlights. But yeah, this one did come all painted, which is really cool. You just put it together. Now, I should have spent time with, you see what those lines are on the seat. I could have spent more time and got that all nice looking, but I didn't. But it's got detailed painted interior, and so yeah, I chose to build this one because I wasn't gonna have to paint it at all. But I still had the non-painted version. So I decided for the non-painted version, I wanted to make this one a rust bucket. So that's where I started on the engine. I want it to look like an oily, greasy, beat up engine. And in fact, made some rusty looking tires. My son actually painted the rust on there. But yeah, we're going to have this thing just look like a piece of crap. Like a barn find. So yeah, we've got a, you see that dirty looking transmission? So yeah, this is a little too glossy. We need to dirty this up too. But yeah, that was the idea for this model, and we will come back and do that. So yes, we do have that model still. I bought this Hot Trucks here. I don't know, remember when I bought it, but I guess I've had it for a long time because it looks like a friend of mine's truck, and truck he used to have. And I was gonna build it and try to make it look like the truck he had back in high school, and I just never got around to doing it. So that's all the AMT models I can remember having. There was a couple I couldn't find reference photos of. Maybe one for sure I can think of. I don't even know what brand it was. It was some kind of military vehicle. Then we have a, how do you say that? Aoshima CRV. I built that in 2000. Yeah, I think I built that in 2000. I built a garage and I built that CRV. And then I'll show that to you another time. It's complete, but it's inside of a case. So yeah, I still own that one. Then I have this, another Aoshima Nissan 200SX. And that one is unbuilt. I have a Fujimi Ford GT40. And this one's partially built. I got started on it, but I didn't want to mess it up, so I'll put it back in the box. Then we have a Hasegawa Volkswagen Beetle. This one's done. It's in a case. I painted it a flat black. It's pretty simple. Just flat black and some chrome. Then we have a 1/20th scale Nissan 200SX. I say 200SX, but here it's referred to as the Sylvia. And this one is top shelf. It's in a case. I'll show it to you another time. And who made this one? LS, I guess is the name of the company. Monogram. Definitely don't have this anymore. It's a space shuttle my brother gave me. I think he had built most of it, and then I just took it. I remember I had this hanging up in my room on the ceiling in high school, in 10th grade. I took a wire coat hanger that was white, and I made it go out, and I had the astronaut on the end of it, and it's supposed to look like he's, you know, doing a spacewalk. The lunar lander, I had this in, I think, my freshman year high school, so it would have been 1987, 88. And then the Crusher, the Ford Crusher. I want to say that was in the 7th grade. So yeah, 86. I think I got that for Christmas, 86. And that's long gone. The lunar lander, by the way, is long, long gone. Don't know what happened to these others. What happens to this stuff? I don't know. Move around, it gets broken, then you toss it. The 55 Chevy Street Machine. I bought this with only one intention, to steal the wheels. And I did. I stole the wheels and I stuck them on this car. And I haven't worked on it since then. This one's still unbuilt. It's all there, minus the wheels and the tires. And then we have this. I still own this car. I got this in, but I think I got it summer. Actually, I'm not sure when I bought this. It was either end of high school. I mean, not end of high school. I think it was like 9th grade. It says 1997. That's not accurate. But anyway, I got this in 9th grade or right before 10th grade. I want to say it was 87, maybe 86, maybe, yeah, maybe Christmas 87, somewhere around there. This right here, this Monogram Pro Street car. Yeah, it's getting hard to remember when I got some of these, but yeah, these are definitely all in high school. And this right here, I think this was a car my brother gave me. or it might have been another one of those cars I bought just to steal the wheels and the tires off of. Don't remember. And then now we're moving on to MPC, the TIE Fighter, which I still have over here. It needs a lot of work, whole lot of work. It is utterly destroyed. This thing, I built it, and then it set on near a kitchen in an apartment we lived in long ago, and a bunch of oil and stuff that would get in the air from the food my wife would cook would drift, and it got all over it. So it's just got greasy, gummy stuff all over it. It needs to go into a big vat of caustic soda and just redo it. Ghost Rider. I don't remember when I had this at all. I want to say middle school. Must have been middle school. I remember it, but I don't remember much about it. I know I didn't put the decals on it. It was just black. The 57 Corvette Gasser. Now, I do remember the very detailed thing about this car. I got it for Christmas in 1987, and I opened it up, started to put it together. I was building the car, and my parents said, it's time to come eat. So, got up, left the model there, went to eat, came back, and our dog had gone in there and decided to chew it up. And fortunately, I was able to build the whole car, and only one of the lower control arms was damaged to the point you couldn't use it. And I had to end up using a toothpick, and I glued a toothpick in there to hold the control arm and stuff together. And I still have this car, and I'm going to rebuild it. Now, this Trans Am here, I bought this in 93. I believe it was 93, because my friend had a 76 Corvette, and I don't know why I decided to buy this one, but I was going to paint it up like his car, even though it didn't have the same front end. Well, I painted the car, and then, yeah, that's as far as I went. The Millennium Falcon, I have this. I've done the landing gear and painted up inside of where the landing gear goes. And this is in the top of the closet. It's a huge model, and I don't know when I'm ever going to get around to working on it again. And then I have this ugly car. I picked this one up in, I want to say around 2001 maybe. This kit just, man, it is bad, really bad. The Heavy Hugger Camaro Z28. And I'll show it to you. I painted mine black. If I can get it here without knocking everything over. The body does not want to stay on this car ever, no matter what I do. But this is that car. It's a funny car. It was gloss black. You can see I didn't even finish putting it together. I got a lot of it built. But I never finished gluing the inside and the glass together. I think because I was not happy with the paint job. Yeah, you can see where I started rough sanding it. But yeah, who knows? Maybe someday I'll come back and mess up again. But yes, still on it. And it's kind of hanging in there still. But it does not go together very well. Yeah, that's that one right there. The Z28 police car. Now, I bought this at the mall, I want to say in around 86, 87. Got it home and discovered that the plastic pieces were deformed. It was just a bad mold. It didn't, I don't know what happened, but a bunch of the pieces inside there were they were all screwed up. And you couldn't even build it. So I don't even remember building the car. I think I just had it there, and maybe I built it to some point and said, you know what, this is worthless, and tossed it. And then this Revell Corvette here, I remember having this. This is probably not the box that it came in. I don't remember now. But I do know I had this in 89, because I've got a picture of my room, and in the background, this car is sitting on my dresser. And that picture was taken around Christmas time. So I think I bought it in 88 or 89. And then, now these were fun. I had these two cars right here. I got these both at the same time. I got them for Christmas, 86, 87, somewhere around there. And I built this one right here just as you see it, the same way with this one. Now, I do remember the back on this one when it closed, it was kind of tricky to get that to close right. And had a, I wasn't a very good model builder at that time, but I stuck that one in the oven and I baked it and watched it melt. And that was in 1988. This car, I don't know what happened to it. I think I used to roll this one around like it was a toy, and it probably got just destroyed from doing that. But I don't own either one of these anymore, obviously. I had this one, and I don't remember much about it. I mean, I know I had it. I remember this mold, but I think I painted mine black. It's really, really hard to remember. It's really, really hard to remember. Obviously, I don't have it anymore. This one I still have. I did not paint it up like this at all. I painted it up like my ugly 82 GMC with the primered front end and the fluorescent green chassis. Just what a horrible, it was a horrible truck I owned in real life. And then the model was even worse. But it probably would have been a cool model had I just done it the way it was supposed to be done. But I didn't. Okay. This is the Pro Street Corvette. And look, check it out. I still have some of it. That's all I have. I don't know what happened to the body. All I have is, well, everything but the body. So, I can make an interior. I can make a funny car if I ever want to redo it. I had this one. It seems like I had this one twice. This bug here. Yeah, I think I remember building this 2 different times. But anyway, this one, I hated the way the body fit on there. It always felt like the body was going to come off. Maybe it did. Just some models, man, the bodies just, they don't go on very well. This Shelby Mustang, I don't think this is the same box mine came in. Maybe it is, I just don't remember. But I have this, and but the one I have was molded in black, and I still have it. And do want to go back and rebuild this car because it's just a cool looking car. This one I have, and this one is inside of a case, and we'll take a look at that at some point. But whenever I worked at a rent-a-car place back in 91, 92, we used to rent these cars out. So I saw one at the store one day and bought one. So I think it was 92 when I bought this. And then this Miata here, I think I bought that in high school. This says 1999, but I graduated in 91, so it would have been early 90s if I bought it then. And as I mentioned in another video, I bought this around 2002, and Kelvin built it last year, and I finished the details on it just a couple days ago, and that one's in a case. The Stingray here, this is Kelvin's snap together car he bought probably 2014. No, I think we were in this house already, so probably 2016, 2017 maybe. This Pantera here, bought this when I was, I bought this when I was 14 years old. I still have it. It's been stripped down, ready to be repainted and rebuilt completely. We have this Lamborghini Silhouette. I still have it. It's right here. And my brother had this one before I did, and then I bought one. He had major issues with his. Never had any problems with mine. I should have painted it, though, because the body that it's molded in is very opaque looking. But it's a pretty simple car. Steers. I think a lot of those tester cars back then had a little compartment for you to put a battery in and a switch. See this little gear here for the wheels. But I didn't have any interest in doing that. I think if I redo this car, I'm probably going to do it white because that's the version I've always seen online of the Lamborghini Silhouette. So yeah, obviously I still have that car. Okay, Porsche 959. I painted mine blue. Do you remember I made mine blue? And it's long gone. This one's molded in white. But yeah, it's long gone. The Pantera de Tomaso GT5. Still have that one. And mine was molded. Well, this was molded in white. I built mine and it was white forever. And then I finally painted it blue. And it needs to be redone. I had this Porsche right here. I remember painting it black. At least that's what I'm recalling anyway. So I had quite a few tester cars. And then I bought this Lamborghini Countach 5000S at a garage sale for like 50 cents. It is a total piece of junk, but I do still have it. My issues with this car is that the panels, they don't line up very well at all. The hood doesn't line up. The doors don't line up. So my suggestion is if you ever buy this car, if you ever run into any issues with it, what I would do is I would glue these doors and hood, everything down, just make it a solid body, because it ain't worth having the features of it opening and stuff, I don't think anyway. But there's a ton of parts. There's just a massive amount of parts. But like I said, I bought this for like 50 cents at a garage sale. Not a garage sale, but it was like a church parking lot sale or something. And some kid had super glued the engine together, and he didn't even line the pieces up. It's just like 4 chunks of plastic super glued together. So I couldn't put the engine in there. But anyway, so yes, I have that one. I have here a Lamborghini 500S, but honestly, it's real hard for me to remember the model. But I'm almost positive I had a Lamborghini, a tester's Lamborghini, and it was not the difficult one like this. But I know they have another one, but I think this is the one I had. The Ferrari 512S, which I had, painted it blue, crashed it up. Lamborghini Diablo, still have that one. Bought that one in high school. And I have it up here. And it's not all put together. Painted it black, and then it got scuffed up, and decided one day this thing's going to have to be repainted. So yeah, it's got some big scratches on the top. Yeah. Built this a long time ago. Hey, look, there's a steering wheel in the back. Yeah. And then this Pantera, Airfix Pantera. I bought that when I was living in McKinney, so that would have been 2001, 2002. And painted it yellow and black. And of course, because I tried to do a two-tone thing, the black paint went oversprayed and got on the yellow. So I was like, okay, that has to be redone, because my masking tape wasn't down very tight. So anyway, that's my models. And as I mentioned before, I had various military airplanes and stuff like that growing up, and I don't remember any of those. So let me take a little look here at some of these that are up here in the cases. There's the Honda S2000 we just finished. And then here's my Pontiac. Looks like the hood fell down. We got some detail up there and there. You can see that. So yeah, that was a 1991 build. I guess I didn't do too bad back then in those days for being like a 19-year-old. There's my CRV I built. Yeah, put a lot of detail on that one. That one actually, when I worked for Honda, a dealership, a lot of people saw that car. There's my Beetle I painted. I actually put an antenna in there. I just took a piece of metal and heated it up and stuck it in the plastic. And then my 1/20th scale Nissan 200 SX is right there. It's kind of dark in this room. Yeah, there it is. And boxes of model parts. There's another Pantera. It's this one right here. So I've had two of those. There's a second one. This one's got a big crack right down the top there, so I'm gonna have to fix that. And here's my boxes of some of the other ones that were mentioned. Yeah. But yeah, they're in there and got a lot to do. Man, this is a long video. So yeah, hopefully we can get to work at some point and come back to doing our models. Here's our spare parts, miscellaneous. I used to have a lot more than that. But before we do anything else, we gotta come back over here and finish this Corvette. Thanks for watching.